All right, so I see that a number of people want Carlee Russell to be locked up. And I'm not one of those people in my mind. Like, look at this skin. Look at this skin.
Yeah, you could blow me. I ain't the only. You so lonely, insecure, they don't control me. I ain't the only. Press the holy, worship me. Yeah, you could blow me. I ain't the only.
I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Miss Mama's mugshot looks amazing. This skin is moisturized and everything. I mean, she's smiling hard as hell. She's like, I know what I said what I said. Well, she had to change it. I said what I said, and I ain't changed. She had to change it. Anyway, so this article says that Carlee Russell turned herself into the Hoover City Jail Friday afternoon. She has been charged with 2 Class A misdemeanors. So it's 1 count of false reporting to law enforcement authorities and 1 count of falsely reporting an incident. Now, with Alabama Class A misdemeanors, you can be, from what I looked up, you can be sentenced to up to 1 year in the county jail or hard labor for the county, which is slavery, essentially. This is why I'm just like, y'all really want to put this woman in slavery for doing this shit? Like, I don't think people understand what they're asking for when they say lock her ass up. Like, do you really want, I don't know. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. So she posted bond and she was released from jail. The Alabama Attorney General's office has agreed to prosecute the case per request from Hoover PD. AG Steve Marshall says, regardless of gender or race, law enforcement will do their job. And I'm just like, okay. They talk about do their job. We gonna do our job. Okay, it's just like, okay, finally, y'all gonna do something. I guess, like, do you want us to clap and cheer? I don't know. The chief also says investigators still don't know where Carlee was in the 49 hours she was gone and whether she was with anyone during that time. And I love it because this mugshot says, you know all the information that you need to know. You gonna know. Carlee said, you are on a need to know basis. You're gonna know only the details, only the items that I want you to know, and that's it. Just to say that. Oh my goodness, like the sun is shining, like her skin is glowing, y'all. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you what I see. I see glowing skin. Okay, so this is a statement from Carlee's attorney. Okay, so I guess they had this press conference, whatever, and the chief read the statement for everybody. The statement says this: my client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. Girl, duh. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. And imagine seeing your picture pop up and you just like, damn girl, this little prank I didn't hit. It ain't no little prank, Carlee. This was big as hell. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or in a hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, the Hoover Police Department, and other agencies as well. As to her friends and family, we ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee again asks for your forgiveness and prayers. And I'm just like, girl, okay, very succinct statement, very well written, very polished statement. I need to know some more information, girl. Like, I'm so sorry. You can't just be like, oh, girl. Obviously, they can do whatever they want. They can make whatever statement they want. But I'm just like, girl, just from the sake of my nosiness, I'm like, girl, you cannot just have the whole entire country looking for your ass and then just be like, oh, girl, well, I'm sorry. And we dealt with that situation and I hope you forgive me. Bye. I'm just like, girl, what happened? Like, did you need to get away from someone? Was there trauma going on? Like, you know, was there something happening? Too much stress going on? You made a dumb decision? Like, I just wanted, for the sake of my own nosiness, like I said, I just really want to know. I really want to know. Because this shit is just, and she smiled, like she really smiling, girl. Like you got to get me the fuck out of here. Like, she is smiling, girl. Mama could do a damn commercial for Colgate. And we got to get into Mama's skincare. We got to get into her skincare. She need to put up a fucking list of the items that she uses so she can hook us up, girl. If she don't do a whole video on YouTube or something, girl, if you don't give us the skincare information right now, what the hell wrong with you, girl? That's the least you could do for us. Give us the skincare regimen. I'm cackling over here. Okay, so let me switch to this topic because y'all really want her to be charged. Some people really want her to be charged and thrown in prison, thrown in jail for this shit. I'm just not really understanding this. Especially when you hear the chief say this, the police chief say this. He wanted her to be punished even more. It's highly likely that she won't face jail time, but I mean, with the way that the police department seems to want to make examples out of people or example out of her, I just would not, if I was her, I wouldn't go into this situation 100% confident that I wouldn't face jail time. You see what I'm saying? Like, they seem like they want to make an example. This is what a police chief said. This comes from USA Today. He said in a press conference, "I know many are shocked and appalled that Miss Russell is only being charged with 2 misdemeanors. I too share the same frustration." So it's just like, girl, he said he wanted to, do y'all want this supposed to be a felony? You want somebody to go to prison? You want somebody to get jail for this shit? Y'all cops lie all the time. Y'all do that shit every day. He said current law only allows her to be charged with misdemeanors, and he said he would contact state legislators and urge them to amend the law to add stiffer consequences when somebody falsely reports kidnapping or other violent crimes. I'm just like, okay, but it would be one thing if she named someone specific who kidnapped her and somehow the system, I mean, she got them locked up for the shit arrest and they didn't do it. But for this to be a completely victimless, like, kind of crime, I mean, the volunteers should be, I know them volunteers pissed, like, girl, we was out there looking for your ass, girl. I don't know if you, Carlee, you need to bring them some lunch or something, make them some, invite them over, be like, y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't know, like, the punishment don't be fitting the crime. I do not think that it makes sense to be throwing this woman in the justice, like, system, like, in prison. Like, I don't think it's worth all that. It's really not worth all that. We're doing too much at this point. You know, I think the best course of action to figure out what the hell going on, like, why did this happen in the first place? The article also said that Michael Alcazar, former detective with NYPD, said they may arrest her to make an example so that it doesn't encourage any copycats. I'm just like, y'all talking like people doing this shit all the time, and with the way that how many Karens call y'all phone every moment just because somebody took a parking spot or took a parking spot, you know, or because they couldn't speak to somebody's manager, or because, you know, McDonald's not fucking making an order fast enough. It's like the way that y'all get these kinds of calls all the time from these Karens, you know, and it seems like there's never this big of a discussion about making an example out of them and locking them up, and, you know, locking up these Karens who calling 911 for no reason or because they saw a black kid at the park. It's just like nobody is having those nobody's saying that shit. But when I just, y'all already know how I feel. Like I said, I would never do no dumb shit like this. Like, just, I mean, for me, I just wouldn't do that shit. But to criminalize her in this way and throw her in the jail, throw her in prison for doing some shit that Karens do all the time, I'm just like, I'm not really seeing the logic in that. But let me know what y'all think. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
All black Mercedes. You could take my soul, just let me be first lady. But I won't sacrifice this pussy for a maybe. You gotta slay me. Hey.